Hello, welcome back to my channel. We are all supposed to be environmental conscious, okay? So, the earth should be in existence for over 1.75 years, but guess what? With the rate at which you and I don't care for our environment, the species that live in it, or for ourselves, we might not be here till then. Well, this is why today's video is all about saving the planet, saving the environment, saving you and I, and preserving the earth for our children, our unborn children, the generations to come. Now, it might be ironic to say that, oh, it won't affect me. I'll probably be here for another maybe 60 years or whatever calculations you've made about your lifespan. But guess what? Think about your children. Think about your loved ones. Think about your legacy. Right? Okay, so come along with me as I share with you 10 things that you can do daily. It's very easy. You might not have even been paying attention, but you've been trying to save the environment and the planet. So how about you now consciously make more efforts to saving our dear earth? Number one, this is like one that's really taking a really big push now. It's all about upcycling, recycling, be it your fashionable items, be it plastic bags, be it paper, be it newspaper. Yes, recycling is the new world order. You can recycle tons of things. You can recycle glass, you can recycle bags, you can recycle fashion items, your top, you can recycle everything. So I know in third world nations recycling is not yet a big deal, but it should be a big deal. Nigeria. Anyways, the second thing you can do now, it's something I know a lot of presidents, prime ministers, and world leaders are trying to enforce. Walk more. Yep. Because when you use your cars, you use those engine piloted and electrically piloted vehicles, you are releasing fossil, you're releasing carbon and so on and so forth. So and the thing is, those pollution, the various type of pollution that we create and make a mess of affects the planet. Yes, it does. Okay, so if you walked more, there'll be more emission of bad gas, right? And if you cycled more, you'd save the planet. Think about it. Take the BRT buses, take the public transportation, do carpooling. It's a very efficient and a very cheap way to save the planet. Think of it as you saving money for yourself. Forget the whole class consciousness. Forget that whole I don't want to use that word, but hey, forget it and think about the future. Think about us not poking our hands in God's eyes. Okay, let's not push things. Because He loves us doesn't mean that we would be excessive in everything we do. Okay, so the third suggestion I have for you today in how to save the planet, how to join the whole climate change protest and movement is this: have a vegetarian day. I've started it. I take 2 days out in a week where I don't eat anything meat. I avoid pork, I avoid meat, I avoid beef, and so on and so forth, and I even avoid fish. I just stay that day. I avoid dairy. I avoid, those things that make you consume more of the things that the earth gives you. I eat more of greens. I eat more of vegetables. I drink more water. I drink only water that day. I don't go for my canned drinks and sodas and stuff. I just do things the old school way. Our parents used to eat plants, just jam it up, squeeze it, drink it, and all of that. That's what I do 2 days a week. So I'm, pushing it. I mean, the likes of Lewis Hamilton have encouraged me to go veggie. He's gone full vegetarian. That's an uphill one, but with time you say, oh, you'd realize that you can do it. So still going back to one point, I feel I didn't do justice to it, so I'm going to go back to it because I have examples to show you. When I talked about reusing, recycling, right, refurbishing and repurposing, I'm majorly talking about bottles. So avoid buying our plastic bottles of water. It's really cute and it's very high class, but if you would reuse bottles, get your reusable containers like this, very solid, you can get them, and it will help you join the movement. That would just qualify you to join the movement of saving the earth. For your coffee or tea, you can get thermos like this. It definitely will help you, right? So these are little and effortless ways with which you can save our earth. Okay, what is the next? So number 4, if you would grow a plant, grow something green in your environment, buy a plant. It's £3. It won't cost you more than 1,500 naira. It won't cost you maybe more than $5. So buy yourself a plant and put in your on your front porch, your front edge, as we call it back home in Nigeria. It won't cost you so much, but you know what, you're doing much more good than what people think. Even beyond the aesthetics. Well, guess what, the aesthetics part is part of it, because it will be beautifying your house or your front porch or whatever it is that you are very crazy about or into. So get yourself a green plant a tree. Better still, for those of us who have village homes and houses, plant a tree, send money back home for them to keep all the greens around your area. So with that, with the oxygen, you're keeping those greenies alive, and then that promotes the air we breathe. It promotes everything around us. Have you heard of this, that if you breathe in fresh air, it actually facilitates and quickly enhances or pushes quickly your process to recovery if you're ill? I'm serious. I'm really serious. Advanced countries will tell you that just taking a walk and breathing in fresh air away from the emissions, the bad gases that may have been produced by the cars, the bikes, and so on and so forth, the trains and whatever, it would help if you just took a walk by the riverside, the riverbanks, and so forth, by the green park. It definitely aids recovery faster. There you go. If you're ill, you should do that. Excuse me. Let me take water if you don't mind. So another thing you can do is dry your clothes in fresh air. Have a clothes line, okay? Avoid the whole, I'm a big girl, I'm a big boy, I'm this, that. Excuse me, I make my money, so I should do this. Avoid that thing, because you're not helping our environment. What you should do is have a line outside your house or in your house, maybe not back or front, and dry out your clothes when you dry clean them, when you wash them. And if you can, like me, I take off my nails when I do have to put them on. I take off my nails so I can hand wash my things. I don't go there is what they call it now, there is a clothes washer there. Why not just wash my clothes, right? I don't do that. I don't just dry clean my clothes with the electric washer. No, I actually sometimes take up my time, because I'm being conscious here about the environment with the whole, being a broadcaster and being an activist for a lot of things. This is part of what I stand for. Anything that is promoting good of not just my brother and my sister, but also not just women as well, but the earth, the planet that we live in, okay? Another thing you can do to save the earth, save the planet, is be mindful of where you throw your trash. Yep. So let's say I've had coffee today and I just go, I just trash it. No. It might just go into the riverbanks and block the holes and so on and so forth, or just I mean, the cost of even recycling these things is another thing we have to consider. So make things easier for the governments and those NGOs and companies that have decided, you know what, we're going to power this movement and do a lot with how we save the planet. Okay. Another pointer here is our electrical. So I've talked about the emissions, smoke, gases from bad ones, right? Another thing you can do is turning off your electricals. Yep, you can do that. So let's say you're going to bed at night. I know some of us are scared to sleep without the lights, but you have to learn it, okay? Because that way you'll be saving the planet, the earth. Think about it. You become a superhero. That's really cool. Trust me, I'm not, no jokes now. So turn off your electrical appliances before you go to bed, or before you leave the house. Make sure nothing is on. The boiler, nothing. The heater, maybe it's winter. I mean, we're heading there, but try to turn it off so you save that power, okay? Because then the government has to generate you. The more you use, the more you pull, and the more you degrade the planet, and degradation leads to extinction. You see how it goes? So all we need to do is prevent. Prevention is better than cure. Ooh, that thing is so deep. Prevention is better than cure. Even I'm clapping for myself. Like, I'm not the one who with that quote, but that quote is very deep, especially regarding the subject matter that we are I have on my table today. So I've talked you through how you can walk more. One thing I haven't mentioned is how you can conserve water. I've talked about turning off the lights and so on and so forth, but you need to start conserving water. You know what I used to do before? I'd be, brushing, and then I'll leave the water on, because I'm like, I mean, there's water there. I'm already paying for the water. They're taxing me for the water. Why not I just waste it? Well, guess what, honey? You're doing more harm than good. I know you paid for it. I know it's yours. I know blah, blah, blah. But if you turned it off while you were washing your teeth, you take a cup, put it in a cup, right? That's what you should have a cup in your toilet or bathroom. So you fill it with water, and then you put it down, and then when you finish, or when you want to use it, you use it. So it's not running and things are just going crazy. You're using more power. The government or whoever is in charge, the ministries is generating more. That generation will cause more emissions. It just spiral. It's a network of things that just goes wrong when we misuse and abuse things, okay? So with these 10 tips of mine, I hope I have been able to convince you and not confuse you that you right there can save the planet. You can save our earth. You can join hands with me. And you know the most beautiful part of everything I've said, and this whole protests and movements and everything, I mean, just the other day at Trafalgar Square, there were protests, and people going to work were really upset that we're protesting. I understand that, but I also get the movement, because like joke, we don't did it. We're really messing up the planet. We're really messing up our future, okay? This saves money for you. That's what I was going to say. Saving the planet is one of the best things you can ever do, honestly. I mean, for me, meeting Jesus or giving your life to Christ is, but I think this is like on the top 5 list, saving the planet, because you're saving money. I'm serious. You're saving money when you join this movement of saving the planet. Who doesn't want to save money? Right? Anyways, that is my subject for today. I do hope you come on board and let me know how the measures you're taking to save the planet below, and do not forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. God bless you.